Hi y'all, welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl and this is Daily Mail episode 89. Tonight we're going to talk about if at first you don't succeed, try again. My mom used to always say that. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And I would use that when talking about when people would say, how many times have you been married or something like that, I would laugh and say, well, my mom always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. You know, laugh it off. But really, and she did always say that, but really and truly, it's really, it's been beneficial to me at many times in my life, because there's been many times I've fallen and I've gotten back up, and I've fallen and I've gotten back up again. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, last week, I shared with you guys that I had been, my guides have been talking to me about splitting my channel and having a second channel. And I was like, and I'll probably have it this week. And to my surprise, I didn't have it done last week. As a matter of fact, I am still working on it. I know what I'm going to do, but the technology to get it done is crazy. I've had several people ask me over the period of time that I've been doing the readings, what kind of equipment do you use? You know, what do I need to get started? And basically all I use is my laptop. I did consider buying a mic at one time, because people were saying, people in the comments would talk about how it wasn't loud enough. But before I ordered the mic, I asked several people that I know, please go check my channel and tell me about the volume. And there was no problem with the volume, so I had to assume that whoever was listening didn't have the volume up on their own device. So I never ordered a mic. So for me, it was like, yeah, I'll just start another channel, because starting this one was so easy. I just had my laptop, and then I did order a light, because the lighting's not great in my little house. It's an old farmhouse, so the lighting's not fabulous. So I do have a light. I have a light and a laptop. That's easy, right? And my laptop is a Mac, and it has a photo booth on it. So that's the software that I use to record my readings. It was all easy, bloop, bloop, bloop. Well, to do this next channel, there's part of it where I'm going to be reading lectures to you guys, and then some. I'm going to take some books one chapter at a time, and we're going to read a chapter and then go over it. But I don't want you guys to sit there staring at me while I'm reading. So I'm playing with different ideas about how to make something come up on the screen while I'm reading, so you're not watching me read. But anyway, so I'm very technically challenged. And I can't believe I actually just said that out loud, because I'm really working hard to imagine what it is that I want, imagine myself being capable, but just to let you guys know. So I did actually film an episode where I did read, and I had this little thing working in the background, and I thought it was fabulous. I was so excited about it. But when I did the playback, it was kind of... you could tell it was really low quality. It was it jumped a little bit. Anyway, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So I will be working on that for the second channel. Maybe it's not going to go up quite as quick as I thought, because I do have some learning to do. However, speaking of technically challenged, I did learn today how to take several PDF files and combine them together. I'm a real estate broker. If you've watched my channel for a while, you probably know that. And I'm working on a larger deal with some farmland, and I have all this data that I need to put together in one packet. So today I spent the day really getting that packet together, and I was like, man, I don't want to email 4 different files to this guy, because what if he opens them out of order? You know, a little bit of a control freak here. I don't want him to open them out of order. So I played with the computer, dug around on the computer, and figured out how to make them all one file. So I was real excited about that. Didn't get any of my readings done today, because I had my broker hat on all day today. So the readings will come up tomorrow. But my point is, with all of it, we can't get discouraged. You know, there's sometimes whenever, or there was a time in my life possibly, whenever something like this would have happened where I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And then if I didn't get it done, or what, it had trouble like that, I would have thought, well, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. Maybe that's a sign. But I know better now because I understand better what our guides take us through to teach us, to prepare us for things that are coming down the road. So I know that there's going to be a time when I'm going to have to really understand how to do all this, and they're teaching me right now. Anyway, so if at first you don't succeed, don't get discouraged. Try again. Because whenever that chariot shows up in your reading and they're saying the energy's there, you get started and we're going to start the wheels are moving, they mean it. And so I'm really excited about the information that they're giving me. And I am excited about learning the technical stuff with how I'm going to put this other channel together. But if you're thinking about starting a tarot channel, or something like that where it's just this kind of talking thing going on, guys, you need your laptop. I don't know about PCs. I'm sure they have some kind of camera on them with some kind of filming software, recording software. It's my laptop. You use your laptop. I use a light because the lighting's bad in my house. That's it. And you're ready to be in business. If you have any questions about that, feel free to email me. If I don't email you back right away, please don't be offended. I am a little challenged whenever it comes to answering absorbent amounts of email, but I do get back to you eventually. Okay. So we're going to do a PS, God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit. If at first we don't succeed, try again. What's the rest of the message? What could I have said better? I thought about sharing the link with y'all for the one that I did do, but it's just so bad I can't do it. I can't make myself share that link with y'all. Maybe I will put it in a blooper file at some point down the road. So what is the rest of the message? What could I have said better? Or what did I leave out that I should have said that I didn't say? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, show us the PS, please. Okay, guys. PS. So, this happens a lot. Something doesn't work out just the way we thought it was going to. Just like that file, putting those files together. Last week, I said, I need to put all these files together so that whenever I send the packet to my prospect, they're not opening it out of order. And I tried to play with it. I Googled a few things. I got frustrated. I stopped. And then this morning I got up and I just, after I finished completing the packet, having it the way I want it to look, I found out how to meld it together. But we can let things like that stop us. The swords, right? Communication, technology, all that stuff. We can really let that frustrate us. But if we have an idea like that, I was telling my son a while ago, I'm really proud of myself because I learned it. But it's like I knew the answer had to be on the internet, because I cannot be the first person in the whole entire planet that wanted to combine a file, right? So usually if we have a situation that we can't figure out, if we Google it or ask somebody else, we're going to find an answer. And let me tell you, there's so much information out there on the internet that is absolutely free. We don't have to spend absorbent amounts of money to start a YouTube channel. We don't have to spend absorbent amounts of money to take classes. Now, guys, I'm not saying don't ever take a class, because there's some classes out there that are very valuable. So we don't have to necessarily do that. If we take the time, and sometimes we have to ask the question right. Like if I ask the question, how do I combine the files, and I don't find the right answer, then maybe I need to ask it a different way, ask the question a different way, different things like that. The point is, don't let things like this get you down. And if you feel like you're defeated, and this is way more than defeated, but you feel like you just can't go on anymore, I think Spirit's saying, This needs to be the end of that. Get up, pull up your bootstraps, and try again. Maybe try a different way. But if they've called you to do something, they're trying to help you make a way to get it done. So don't let that be the end of it. So this is the Hierophant, okay? And I feel like basically this is about spiritual traditions or spiritual practices. It's about big conglomerates. It's about corporations and stuff like that. Guys, you know, a lot of us are home, right? A lot of us aren't going to work anymore like we used to. This might be a time whenever these things are going out the window, or you can't rely on that anymore the way that you used to. So there's other ways that you can find to earn money, or there's other ways that you can find to educate yourself. For every class out there that's being sold, I want to say that there's somebody giving away information like how to start a YouTube channel, get a laptop that has a camera. And I'm not saying don't go take those classes, because eventually I'm sure I'm going to have classes that I'm going to want to sell too. But my point is, where there's a will, there's a way, and there's a way for you to go outside of the traditional way of doing things. And I feel like that's what this card is talking about. And there's the Tower, right? Everything can be a tower if we let it. You know, guys, it's so easy to allow ourselves to get discouraged. Me not being able to do this channel, me not having it up last week, like I said, I could have allowed that to be a tower. I could be so embarrassed that I failed. I could let it define me as not a person in my word. You know, that kind of stuff, because my channel didn't launch last week. We can choose to look at that end of it, or we can do what a tower is meant for. We can look at the positive side of it and say, guys, you know, I'm going to be learning so much stuff as I prepare to launch this other channel. It's going to be a little bit more challenging than this channel was, because there's more layers to what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, everything can be a tower if we let it. It's just, are we going to let it, or are we going to choose to do something else? So real quick, whenever I was trying to figure out how to accomplish what I was wanting to accomplish, I couldn't figure out. I knew what I wanted to do, but I couldn't make it work. And so I said, you know what? I'm just gonna take a nap or do a lazy meditation, which I usually fall asleep. And whenever I wake up, I'm gonna have the answer. It's gonna work. And so I did that. And whenever I woke up, the first try putting it together, I accomplished it. Now again, when I did the playback, it's nowhere near what I'm willing to release, but it was an encouragement for me to say, okay, that's right. Whenever we have our mind set on something to be a particular way and we can't work it out that way, perhaps we need to step back and say, okay, Spirit, you come in and show me. And they may show me, even though it wasn't the quality that I plan to put out, I'm excited because it's way more than I was able to do before I started the day that day. You see what I'm saying? Everything is perspective. Everything can be either, oh my gosh, I told all those people that I was going to start my channel last week, and look, I still hadn't started my channel. Or, hey guys, this is a great learning moment where sometimes we really and truly believe we're going to do something and it doesn't work out the way that we thought it was. Am I going to start the channel? Yes. When is it going to be? Well, one of the lessons I learned is I don't know when I get around to it. I don't know yet. There's a card, one of the cards in this map that says that. Be willing to say, I don't know yet. I think it's the education card. Hang on. 35. That might not be it, but I think it is. Hang on. It's killing me. Yes. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school. This is definitely an unfamiliar school for me for all that kind of stuff that I'm wanting to do. And it's the education card. So, and it says, and you must learn by experience. And now's the time to be teachable. Open to changing your perceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know yet. So as far as when am I going to launch the second channel, I don't know yet. And if you'll notice, I haven't done roundtable. I don't know when I'll do a deep dive again. If I have one already scheduled, or if I feel inspired to do one, I will. But the rest of my time is mostly going to be working on that kind of stuff and whatever real estate stuff I need to get done. But so I'm not going to be scheduling necessarily roundtables and deep dives at this moment on this channel. Okay, guys. I love y'all so much. That's roundtable for today, episode 89. I was going to say go out and have a super duper day, but don't do that. Stay in and have a super duper day. I love you guys. Bye.